Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the weekend. I'm glad we made it. Louie here to go through one of the most interesting and historic weeks that at least I've ever lived through. We'll start with a chart of silver. I'm going to show you some new capsules that I bought for those beautiful 2-ounce Libertads that I've been hoarding and buying and going crazy about. And we'll talk about the future and some moves I'm making. First off, starting with the price of silver, we ended the week. Boy, silver sure likes that 24 handle. As I've been saying, we couldn't get much above it, and we didn't drop much below it. So, it looks to me like 24 is the new 18, right? That's kind of the home for silver as I see it right now. I think gold is, well, let's take a look at gold real quick. All right, and for gold, looks like around 1900 is the new 1500. So, those are respectable levels for the metals, around 1900 for gold, around 24 something to 25 for silver, and a GSR that is on the high side, but not so high that you'd go trade all your gold for silver, or vice versa. So both hanging in there. Platinum still trying to take a crack at the 1,000 mark and failing, but, hovering in there under 900. So what is going on? Well, as far as silver is concerned, I think it is continuing to sniff out the inflation that will likely occur under any presidential elect and a new regime. On the elections, well, my God. All right, there are the maps, and I know that some of these states are still in play in the courts and could be for a few more days. But I think most people are giving Biden at least a 90% probability of being our new president. I've got to give Trump credit for working his heart out in this election. I've never seen anybody work harder or want it more. But you know what the moral of this story is? Don't piss off the pharmaceutical companies. One of the most powerful group of corporations in the world. And Trump was going after the pharmaceutical companies. He was just a little bit mad that a drug that might cost us $100 could be bought in Mexico for $5. And I'm overstating that, but he was looking to equalize prices, both internationally and nationally. Once again, trying to do the right thing, but just goes to show you that if you're Pfizer and you have a cure, you wait a few days to announce it. And that's just how that goes. So the new guy, what is going on with the new guy? I'm going to assume that we don't have a blue Senate, and I could be wrong about that, because certainly they will spend every penny in the coffers to get that last remaining seat. Is it in Georgia? Forgive me if I got that wrong. But the new guy, okay, Joe Biden. So when it became, oh my gosh, I don't want to get into his COVID policies and his one world policies and open borders but the thing that I did, okay, this was the one tangible action that I took when I realized that we were going to have a change in leadership. Even though there won't be a change in Senate, in my opinion, there is no way on God's green earth that taxes are going to stay this low. All right, so I like to look at things from the macro level, and sometimes I act too fast, and sometimes I get it wrong. But you tell me if you disagree. We are going to be headed into a regime where the money will be flowing. The money will be flowing. Now, I don't think that Biden will have, teams of guys in blue visors buying the futures exactly at 2 a.m. every morning. The plunge protection team. I don't think that's going to be his focus. But what his focus will be, and I don't think he'll be talking up the stock market. Trump was an expert at talking up the stock market. And if you look at your 401ks, you see that's true. I think what Biden is going to do is he's going to give everybody a shot. And that means everybody in the middle and bottom. And how he's going to do that is the money is going to flow. It's going to be printed. It's going to be given to states, counties, cities, loaned, given, granted. It's also going to be given in the form of some kind of income to those without jobs. And there are, lots and lots and lots of people without jobs. Will he do anything for small business, which has been crushed and obliterated? I don't know. But, America is a powerful country, and the American spirit is even more powerful. And, the one part of capitalism that's been allowed to continue to work is the business cycle of the small business. Not the big businesses, not the public corporations, not the zombie corporations, not the recipients of all the PPPs and, the PPEs. No, wait a minute. What the heck is it? I get mixed up with personal protective equipment and the acronyms for all the giveaways for large business. And all the free money to the banks. Of course, the banks are suffering because low interest rates are not a good environment for them. But, the little guy, the unions, the government, you're going to see spending like you've never seen before. And they are going to feign being concerned about balancing the budget. What that means is taxes will be going up. They will say that taxes will be going up on the rich, and then they will quickly realize that the only way to even get close to balancing the budget is to raise taxes on the middle class. And the middle class, that line is dropping further and further as inflation takes up. Okay, so I think everybody is betting on inflation. I'm not in the camp of looking for the deflationary event, the great pop that is going to send silver back down to $10 or a new car down to $10,000. This is going to be inflation. Okay, those of you who are old enough to know, remember Jimmy Carter and his predecessor Nixon, who together were the perfect cocktail for destroying the value of the dollar. Well, that is where we are, except times 10. All right, you knew what happened the last time. Your parents all made a lot of money on their houses. Stock market went up, etc., etc. So the printing press will continue to go burr. State, local economies will continue to get money. Middle class will continue to get it. But inflation will reign and taxes will increase. So I was going to tell you what I did. Well, it's been an interesting week for metals. There was the V75 Fury. Hold on one second. And anyone who got one of those golds made a bunch of money, possibly made, their fun money for the year. The silvers were equally good, with $500 profits at least. And then we had the follow-on metals, which did okay. I just sold. I was able to get the silver. I kind of went for the silver first and then followed up with the gold. I wish I had probably gone for the gold first, but I did get the silver after a bunch of frustrating moves on the U.S. Mint website, which I gotta say, how in the world is our government going to institute cryptocurrency, Fedcoin, if they can't even manage a point of purchase transaction? How in the world are they going to do that? I don't know, but I do think cryptocurrency is coming from governments around the world, and it will be leaky, crypto, right? It won't be crypto that cannot be hacked and crypto that has no more than so many coins outstanding. It will be crypto in a bucket with a hole in the bottom. Once you get it, you better spend it. Matter of fact, they'll probably take it away if you don't spend it within a month or two to stimulate the economy. But like I said, I got the silver medal. I've already sold it. I don't want to own it. It's pretty cool though. I mean, I could own it, but, as I buy collector coins these days, I buy them and I sell them and I use that money to reinvest. Just sold half of my Una and the Lions and, continue to, get rid of collector coins, from the past and reinvest that money. Well, what are we reinvesting in, after we shook off the U.S. Mint, debacle? Our attention turned to Libertads. Oh yeah, these beauties. Wow, the Libertads. Well, I've been telling you for about 7-8 years now it's my favorite coin, and now you see why. Just FYI, the proof Libertads are out in Hong Kong, and I'm not saying to buy them there, but boy, they are really, really tempting. So if a 300,000 mintage Libertad, and I'll stick on the 1 ounce for a minute. If a 300,000 mintage Libertad is going for $50, and you can still buy them at APMEX this morning for like 38, they must have gotten a bunch. And I imagine JM Bullion, they'll come out cheaper. I'm hoping JM Bullion has the integrity to keep them at the $30 mark, which I thought the Mexico Mint required, initial releases to be, in reason, not, APMEX, I did buy some tubes at APMEX in the 33 range, and then they jacked the price up to 37, and I imagine they have, tens of thousands to sell there, being probably the biggest retailer of Libertads. But, so congratulations to those of you that got some Libs at good prices, not at bad prices. And if the 1 ounce Libertad, which has an announced mintage of 300,000, and to all of you that don't follow the Libs, that does not mean the mintage will be 300,000. It could be. It could also be less than 300,000. It could be a lot less than 300,000. I'm hoping for 200,000 myself, but in any event, it will be the lowest mintage in a decade. And, that's why they're selling for $50. But keep in mind, you can still get them at APMEX for 37 or so. If you wait for JM Bullion or Provident, you might get them for 30. I don't know. But the prices will be going up on those. But look at this proof. And I told you last week that I don't buy proofs anymore because they spot and it ruins the profit. Let me convert this to US dollars here really quickly. Keep in mind, LPM, there are conversion fees to buy in Hong Kong dollars, and there's like a $50 shipping charge. But these are beautiful coins if they don't spot. And the specifications on this, 5,850. Okay, which is about what the proofs run, right? So that is, but if a 300,000 BU coin is selling for 50, and I think it will once people digest all the inventory they've purchased and all the flippers get done, making their 20-30%. There's two ways to work the Libertads here: buy them and pre-sell them really quick, and make a decent profit, or tuck them away and wait a year. And people will want them even more, especially on the odd sizes. But if that 300,000 brings $50, what do you think 8,000 will bring? Well, it certainly won't bring 40 in the future. So if you did want to risk the spotting issue and go for the Libs, I think I saw the 5 ounce sold out first. Let's see. I don't want to drone on about the Libertads, but I'm not even going to do that. But if you want to go over to LPM, they will give you the announced mintages. You can look at the proofs you're interested in, wait for them to come out in America, because they clearly will. The stuff I bought at LPM wound up paying more than I could have paid at Monument or Bold or Hero. But all of those guys sold out so fast that if you were, mowing the grass or something, you missed it. But I was happy that I got, I got the 2s and the 5s. And my price predictions, okay, because that's kind of what I do. I enjoy doing it and take it with a grain of salt, is, the 1 ounce Libs will be $50 for forevermore after we get done with the initial release and flipping mode. If they come in at 200,000 mintage, they'll be $60. The 5 ounce probably will be $250 coins in the future. Pretty straight away here, I think. And the 2 ounce, which you will notice if you are a mintage hoarder or mintage-oriented collector stacker, you'll notice that they're not even selling the 2 ounces anymore. They're just tucking those away until later. The 2 ounce Libs, the BU Libs, will be $200 coins. And I'm happy to say I picked up a few of those. So that is what you do if you're looking at a change in taxation. So for the first time ever, now expecting those greater taxes in all forms from all locations, especially in blue states where I live, I believe that taxes are the lowest they will be ever. Okay, this is going into the future as far as the eye can see, until there is a formal reset and sound money is reestablished, and it will be someday. But given the prospect of higher taxes, I did something I have never done before. And being over 59 and a half, I was able to access my IRA, my self-directed IRA, which is where I trade stocks and metals, paper metals. And I pulled out about $30,000. Okay. I paid the backup withholding on that, which again, taxes are pretty darn low, so it didn't hurt that much. And that's where I got a good piece of the money to invest in the Libertads. So if you can get that money out of the system, I think good for you. If you can put it in an appreciating collector stacker coin and immediately double your money, or at least in the next couple of years double your money, well, that's a home run to me, because you could leave it in the IRA. And the vast majority of my money is still in the IRA, but I'm going to start taking distributions now that I am old enough, even though I don't need the money. I'm still working. I'll be working for a couple more years, but even though I don't need the money, I want to beat the tax man and then put that into something that is appreciating, not depreciating, or subject to, giant stock market crashes. And B, off the radar. Off the radar, it's in my stack. It is there forevermore until I choose to trade it or sell it. And that's what I'm doing. So I was going to put a big piece of that in gold, and gold's at a great price here. And I need to, because my silver stack, continues to outpace the value of my gold stack, because of events like this, and honestly because I'm a little lazy. I don't get around to selling everything I buy, so that silver stack just keeps growing. But I certainly would like my ratio to be 50-50, and I may take the balance of that money that I didn't spend on Libertads and just go buy some gold eagles, or gold Libertads, or gold anything that I think has a strong future. Will the gold Libertads even come out in 2020? They seem to be implying they will, but also a very interesting thing is happening is that there seems to be an influx of older year, kind of new old stock gold Libs popping up on the websites. So perhaps the Mexico Mint is getting rid of old inventory instead of planning to give new inventory of gold. I just don't know. I mean, only time will tell. But watch for higher taxes and think about how you get out of the system. All right, so let's get on to the show and tell. We're going to see some silver, and I'll show you what capsules to use if you have picked up the 2-ounce Libs. Okay, here we go. All right, I brought out some of my older Libertads as well as the 2019 2-ounce that I picked up the other day. Where are they? Here they are. Well, before I get onto that and show you the capsules that I bought, just a quick trip down memory lane. This is what I have a lot of, is these 2014 BU Libertads, 429,000 mintage on these. Used to be one of the lowest years ever, but certainly will be eclipsed by 2019 and 2020. But still, nice little coin to have, and I have a bunch of them. This is how I secured them. I put the sealed tubes into a vacuum sealer, which there's a video somewhere in my videos to show you the vacuum sealer that I use, and put a coin on top and just tuck those away. So that's working well for the 2014s, which I will be selling. You know, right now the hype is really high. These are more 2-ounce Libs. Okay, that's a 2015. I've done the same thing. This is the old tubes, cardboard. You could see the ends, and those are storing really nicely in the vacuum sealer, no spots. The capsules I'll show you will fit any of the 2-ounce Libs. These are the 2019s that I got from AppMix on sale the other day. Pardon me. If you have bought the 5-ounce, which, let's see. Well, anyway, I'm not going to open up the 5-ounce here, but this is how the 5-ounce will come. 5 coins, 5 ounces each, 25 ounces in a nice little protective thing here. They typically don't rattle around much, and you know, you definitely want to get those into capsules or vacuum seal them in the 5-coin tube. But those also, these happen to be 2014s. Great, just a great year for Libs. Back when spot was like 15 or 14 or something. Before I get to cracking open the 2019 2-ounce and put them in the new Lighthouse capsules, wanted to show you a proof set, and I do have a number of these, but not my best investment. I mean, honestly, the BUs just blew away the proofs, and then if you get a spotter in the bunch, you know, there go all your profits. So, but these do come in beautiful wood display cases. I think I picked these up from GovMint, like $180 or something in the day. This is, whoa, look at that, number 57. Damn, 57. Banco de Mexico, 2016. And there they are. If you're jonesing for proofs, there's the 1, the half, the quarter, the eighth. No. The 1, the half, the quarter, the 10th, and the 20th. Let's see if I got that right. Yeah, that's it. That's it exactly. These are limited to 1,000 sets. That doesn't mean that that is the maximum mintage on any of these coins. I'm sure that they're in the thousands for each of them, but just beautiful, just beautiful. Let's see if there's any spotting. All right, I don't see any spotting on those, and a set that is number 57. Awesome. So that did well. I don't see these out much anymore, but they haven't done that well on the aftermarket. I bet this is going for $250, maybe even less. So you know, by the time you get done with all the packaging and you have to store it, you know, in a different way than your bullion, I'm not a giant fan of the proofs, but there's some profit there. Okay, so there's the proof set, but if you're just a plain out collector for beauty, you can't get any more beautiful than a proof Libertad. And those are what are for sale at LPM this morning. Not the set, but the individual coins. They're all there. Not sure if they have the 2 and the 5 ounce though. I'm also a collector of the 5 ounce proofs, but kind of gave up on that a while ago. They got so expensive. Okay, so here is that tube of 2019 2 ounce that I got from AppMex. Let's go ahead and open that up and see what these look like. You saw one of these last week, or was it 2 weeks ago? How do these pop open? Let's see, do I need a knife? Hold on. There we go, that was easy enough. So they just kind of pop open by sticking a screwdriver or something in the corner of the tube. And get the tape out of the way. Come on, you. Come on, both sides. 2 sides. Oh, no, they come open from the end. There we go. So it just kind of clamps back down on there. There are those Libertads. There's supposed to be 20 in here. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, you know what? There are 20 in there, but it sure looks to me like it's made to hold 25. Seems like maybe they pulled 5 coins out to sell these in tubes of 20. Let's get a look at one, and before I pull that out there and get my grimy mitts all over it, thanks to Lady Liberty Stacker for doing a video long ago about the 49 millimeter lighthouse capsules. The 2 ounce Libs will only fit in the 49 millimeter. Okay, don't believe the ads on eBay that they'll fit in the 48, only in the 49. Let's go ahead and give that a try. I got 3 boxes of 10 because, you know, I bought a lot of these and they're really cheap that way. I mean, they're like, I don't know, 40, 50 cents a capsule. There it is. These have a little ridge on the end so you can pull them apart pretty easy. All right, so let's pull one of those open, and they have a nice snug fit. There we go. Get my, wish I had my gloves, but I'm just going to touch one of these by the edge, and there is the 2019 beautiful BU round. I guess it's not a coin. Oh, a little toning on the end of that one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That started to tone in this crappy container here. So I think that tells you if you have them in these plastic tubes, they are definitely not airtight, not even close to airtight. And we got a little toning on that one. I wonder if there's toning on the next one. Let's just take a look. Now these are clearly a year old. Yeah, it looks like only the first one on the end got a little bit of toning there. How about this end? No. Nope, beautiful coin. Just beautiful. Okay, we'll put that back. But since I pulled this one out, let's go ahead and pop it in here. There we go. And there it is. Teeniest bit of jiggle, but that fits like a glove. When I go to sell these, that's how I will sell them in these beautiful capsules, which are under 50 cents each if you buy them in bulk. So that is it. Anyway, I hope you're having a great week. I hope everything treated you well. You're still healthy. Congratulations on the good news that we're rounding the end of this journey here with COVID Not sure I'm getting the vaccine when it comes out. Study that well before you stick that needle in your arm. But I don't mind wearing a face mask either. Yeah, look at that. That toning, it mirrored the line on the seam in the capsule. There's like a black line going through the middle of that thing, right on the wing. Anyway, so I hope you have a great week, and keep looking for those libs. I think they'll come out at JM Bullion and Provident next, hopefully at good prices. Silver's looking good, gold's looking good, no reason to sell it. Just wait for the next leg up, and that'll all be part of national politics and the dollar, etc. And it's really, really hard to predict the future of the economy, other than there being a bunch of money in circulation and inflation coming back. Some of us are having lockdowns again. Toilet paper is getting hard to find. Be sure you've got yours, and anything else you need for a little bit of a lockdown here. But I'm seeing the sunlight at the end of the tunnel. I think that there will be new shoots. There will be new shoots in the future as soon as we can kind of get local government out of our way and stopping the mass lockdowns. So I'm starting to get optimistic again. It may be 6 months before you see all that. There could be a stock market crash in the middle, or it could all just keep going up. Who knows? But the one thing we are sure will happen is the money supply will keep going up. And, that's good for these guys. Good for these guys. All right. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you later.